What is up, everyone? Chaotix here, and I want to have a little bit of a chit chat with you guys. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is like an update video or whatnot, but this is a status on my mic situation. For those that don't know, I've been having, if you've been subscribed to me, at times you have noticed that there's been crackling and popping sounds, and I'm basically addressing this in its own video, especially because in a few of my videos I've noticed it in Hyperlight Drifter, I've noticed it in Cuphead, I've noticed it in Celeste. I've noticed this sound issue, and honestly I spent days, if not weeks, trying to find some kind of solution through the powers of Google and through the powers of YouTube, and everyone has something different. There's always something that is different that, hey, this is the way that I solved the problem. Maybe it might work with you. No, the only problem with this is everyone's setup is different. My setup is going to be different from yours. Your setup's going to be different from mine. So, with that being said, I thought about it, and first and foremost, I'm going to say right now, the Blue Yeti mic that I work with, there's nothing wrong with the mic. There's nothing wrong with the cords, or the cord. I've switched it out with different cords over the time of me doing a whole bunch of videos and whatnot, and it's never been, it's not that. It's not any of it. Like, even because I have my own little, I don't use the stand that the Blue Yeti came with. I actually use I bought a stand, I can't think of the word, a rod stand rod, whatever, with a shock mount and whatnot. So, that way I can do things and you don't hear the reverb if I were to test the mic or whatnot. So, I have all that stuff set up, and every so often when I'm recording, this is what I do every time that I record something. I always go back and I listen to my audio, and probably 95% of the time, no, fuck it, we'll say 90% of the time, audio is fine. No problems. We're all good. We keep moving. But it's always that 10% that an audio issue would occur. Sometimes it's minute, you can barely notice it, and maybe because I listen to a lot of sounds just in general, I pick up on it really quickly. Like, I'll notice it. Like, if anyone that's watching the Hyperlight Drifter Special Edition run that I'm doing, there are moments throughout, like I say from episode 2 onward, that there's been crackling and popping sounds. But they've been really slight, and I've noticed it. I know for a fact that Celeste has definitely have gotten it. I know that Legend of Zelda has got hit with it. Like, fuck, even I was just I was editing through Cuphead videos, and the sound is there. And unfortunately, this is the problem. Like, I don't have any kind of software that wouldn't cost money, by the way, that could fix it or minimize it as much as possible without completely messing up my audio, because it's not coming from the game. It's coming directly from when I am talking. When I am talking, or when I have other people talking with the mic, it only picks up when we're talking. And I did look up things on how to fix that, and my goodness, there's a process that's also in do it with Audacity that would be so time consuming, and I don't have time for it. I literally don't, because of how my life is and all the things that I have to do, especially in a day. I would never get the videos out if I literally went piece by piece doing it. It's a way of doing it, but I'm like, no, there has to be something that I can just that I can just do to fix this issue so it wouldn't happen again. Now, keep this in mind, the Blue Yeti mic that I have is, from from my understanding anyway, it's supposed to be like a stereo mic, but it has a USB port. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe, I don't know. I don't work in I do not work in a studio. I wouldn't know if there's like, if they have USB ports. I would almost think there'd be like like, not like a headphone jack, but like some kind of a jack thing into it. And we have that, and my thing is, like, I don't run a studio. If this is supposed to be a studio mic, I don't run a studio in my room. As much as I would love for this room to be a studio, no, it doesn't work that way. So I try to keep all this in mind, and what I ended up doing, I went into my settings, because I thought about it, especially after I watched a few videos and people were like, they were going through the settings, but a lot of people that I was watching, they run a PC. I don't. I run a Mac, and ironically, I don't really see a lot of videos on Mac issues with this mic. Most people who are using this mic are running a PC. I'm pretty sure there probably is one. I just didn't come across it. Okay, and what I noticed was, like, someone was pointing out the fact that there was like a sound thing, and that was really weird, like sound settings inside the computer, and it made me think about something, and I feel kind of like a dumbass not thinking about this sooner. Was the Mac comes with a built-in microphone. It comes with a built-in microphone. And I thought about it, and I was like, what if the Yeti mic and the built-in mic are, for a lack of a better term, fighting one another for sound dominance, trying to be the alpha sound key for me. Because everything I have, like when I run Audacity, is all set up for the Yeti. I don't bother using the mic on my computer because it is garbage. It is straight garbage. I don't care what Mac or any Mac users have to say about it. It is garbage. Because if it wasn't, I wouldn't have bought a Blue Yeti microphone. And even now, I always think about, I always look in the market for something that's probably better. But as far as right now and what I'm working with, this works just fine. But with that being said, the popping and the crinkling and the cracking sounds, they need to stop. I bought this mic to not have that kind of issues. And, even there's like a headphone jack in here that I could at least listen to when I'm talking, like I'm doing right now. I could listen to the audio as I'm talking, which is very meta. It's like almost like voice inception going on. And you want to know something? I still get it, and I didn't even hear it. Like, as I was talking into the mic, had headphones on, connecting to the mic jack that's in here so I can actually hear everything, I didn't hear it. And then when I'm editing my videos and I'm listening to the audio, I'm like, what the hell? Really? It's still happening. So I just threw that motion out of the wall. And every time I start like doing a recording session, because I don't ever seem to sit down and be able to record for like 15 to 20 minutes, it's always like around 2 to 3 hours that I'm recording. For the most part, when I do a session, it's like sometimes everything is fine. Other times it goes to shit. And like I said, if I played more games that I've played before, I'd be irritated. Trust me, I would be irritated. But I would be more likely to just re-record. Just scrap everything, do it over again. Re-record it and whatnot. But a good majority, if not like almost all of my content, is blind. So with that being said, it's kind of like, well, I can't go back. once it's been done, that's what I have to roll with. And that oh god, that irks the fuck out of me. Because this is like, this is a thing. This is a thing that's in the commentary. And what really sucks is this happened really badly on Cuphead. You guys haven't seen the episodes just yet, but in future episodes of Cuphead, there is a lot of it happening. And I'm like, some of it is not that bad, but then getting near the end of it, like end of the session, I think it's like up to episode 17 is when it gets really bad. Like it was driving me. I was literally just kind of like super irritated, and then not having a way to really fix that is such a fucking issue. So, like I said, I went deep diving, trying to find some answers and whatnot. And it was so weird how some people were like, well, it has to be the chord. It's not the fucking chord. If it was the chord, like, I would have had this experience right out the gate. It's not like I do stupid shit with my chord. My chords look fine and whatnot, so I'm like, it can't be the chord. It's not the mic itself. And mind you, I'm not an audio engineer. All right, so I don't know. Maybe if someone is, and they can just kind of be like, well, it could possibly be blah 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 blah. Then you know what? I'll take the suggestion and look into it. But I'm not an audio engineer. I think that's something I need to really lay the law down for that, because I don't. I know nothing about the audio engineering. There's people that do know it. Even some people are like saying, like, I did talk to someone that does know a little bit, or is in the study of that field, and it was like, maybe I'm talking too close to the mic, and I'm like, no, I stand about a good distance away from the mic. Like, I'm a good maybe a foot and 3/4. I don't know. What's it say? Like, I'm a foot away from the mic. So I'm a pretty good distance away from it. At least I feel like maybe I should be further, because I do project my voice and whatnot, especially when I get excited or I'm extremely irritated or angry. Like, my voice can range, but for the most part, this is about as loud as I normally am. I also know there's points that I get really quiet as well, but yeah. I don't know, guys. It's irritating. So, like I said, I went into the system, and as I was going just to my sound part of my system, I did notice that on my computer setup, like when I go to my settings, it was still picking up from the built-in mic. So, with that, I was like, that shouldn't be that way. That should not be picking up from the built-in mic. The built-in mic should be just deactivated altogether. Now, quite frankly, there was nothing to really be like deactivate the mic entirely, but I was able to switch the option from the built-in mic to the Yeti, and that's what I did. I don't know why I didn't think to do that prior, and that's probably just me being stupid and whatnot. So I'm hoping that this fixes my issue. If not, there is something else that I have been looking into as well. It's called I think they call it the Red Scarlet. It's basically like a little interface mixer type thing where I can plug that into my computer. Well, I can plug the mic into it and then plug that into the computer, and it would help eliminate that, and then also can have multiple channels. So if I was doing co-op with someone like face to face in this room, I can have two headsets hooked up into it, and we can also use it that way. So that way we're not huddering around a mic. But that's really almost like a last resort kind of thing. I kind of do need to buy some headsets. But that's besides the point. I kind of want to say it to the back because that's like almost me spending about roughly $350. Yeah, I mean, again, eventually at some point I would have to do that, but I, as of right now, I shouldn't have to. It's kind of like my point. Like, even this whole audio issue shouldn't ever be a thing, but it is. And I would love to just rectify that. So, hopefully, I'm gonna listen to the audio of this. Hopefully everything sounds good. And we'll take it from there. We'll take it from there and see if it's good. If it's good and whatnot, then hopefully what I did helped alleviate my problem. I can't say if this would help anybody else, because like I literally saw someone who had like a converter to a converter hooked, like had the mic hooked up into a converter, then took that converter, hooked it up to another converter, and then had that one hook into the computer, and then go into sound settings to turn everything down. And at that point, I'm like, no. I mean, you know, the Scarlett's probably not that much better because I'm basically kind of doing the same thing. But at the same time, like when you have people doing this or buying these outrageous like sound, I'm like, no. There's gotta be an easy fix to this. And even, you know what's even worse? Around when I first started noticing, I actually went to the Yeti website and like, they didn't even know. It could have been anything. So not even the website was even helping me out with trying to, like, FAQ. Oh, what should I do with these weird sounds that I'm hearing afterward? Oh, well, we don't know. This is your product. You should probably know about it, okay? I'm just saying. But like I said, hopefully, this is gonna sound good. And in fact, even when I was messing around with sounds, I actually changed a few other sound things. So hopefully everything should be more tamed to a volume extent. Because let's be honest, I'm never gonna be tamed. But whatevs. But yeah, guys, I wanted to voice this out to you guys, so you know, like I said, in future videos, you're gonna hear it, and all I'm gonna say is that I'm sorry, my apologies. Like I said, I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner, but I'm an idiot, and we can keep moving. So yeah, and mainly I did because I do. There's gonna be a video later on where I had some more technical issues, but I'll let that one speak for itself. But I just want to address the audio issue. I do know I have known about it for quite a while, and I have been trying to figure out ways to fix it. Again, for videos that are blind, it's not really much that I can actually do about that. And again, I'm very sorry. I know that sounds fucking annoying. Trust me, it annoys the shit out of me when I hear it. But again, all learning experiences. It's something that hopefully I've worked out, and it's something that we won't hear in the future. Again, like I said, probably up to I'm gonna say between episode 17 and 18 of Cuphead, it's probably going to last for a little bit until we get to those episodes. Then after that, it should be, fingers crossed, smooth sailing. Also, with stuff like Hyperlight Drifter that has been going out, it's been very slight, but it has been there, and hopefully going forward, we won't hear it. We won't hear it anymore. And any other projects that has happened, all I want to say is, moving forward, I'm just praying that that's not an issue. For projects that have been finished, such because they happened in Kirby. Now I'm thinking about it. Kirby 64, it happened. Luckily, near the end of that, it goes away, thankfully. I know in Celeste it happens, but we're getting near the end of that. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say for you guys. For me to you guys, for me, to my subscribers, to people who actually watch my videos and you enjoy my stuff, I just want to say I'm sorry that that's been a thing. But do know that I'm always trying to fix it and also trying to make my quality sound better. So just hang in there with me, guys. Hang in there with me. But with that being said, I'm not gonna take any more of your time up. And as always, I hope you all have a safe and fantastic day. That you all stay cooly. Take care of yourselves. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. And hopefully everything has resolved itself. Alright guys, later.